Hello everyone, this is Window to Russia, W2R. In that particular video, we've talked with Ksenia, who was being deported from the country, and he explained in that video why. Please, thumbs up, subscribe, comment that video, ask any question from Ksenia, and I'll see you in the next one. Welcome to Moscow! Finally,
Yes.
after a year traveling all over the world, you're finally here.
Can't believe it, actually, yes.
I know that you've been deported, by the way. Tell us.
Should we really start from this moment?
Yeah. Like, where? Which city?
Okay, I was going from Brazil to Mexico because I love Mexico with all my heart. That's like one of my favorite countries still.
Okay.
And I went to Cancun, and I went to Panama, then I went to Cancun, and I was supposed to stay in Cancun for some time. Then I was going to Chihuahua to see my family there, my friends, and yeah, I have so many friends from there. And in Cancun, at the border, they were like, okay, so show us your tickets, show us your hotel. And I was like, I didn't have anything actually, and it's my way of traveling. I don't like to be super prepared, so
Spontaneously.
I'm very spontaneous with that. So usually I book the hotels when I arrive, and it's okay. And they were like, okay, and show us your ticket. So I booked the hotel and I showed them the hotel, and then they were like, okay, where is your ticket? And I said, oh, I don't really know when I'm gonna go back from Chihuahua, because I'm gonna go to Chihuahua, then I want to go to Puerto Vallarta, so like lots of places that I really love. And they were like, no, it's not gonna work like this. And I said, oh, is it really a problem? Okay, if it's a problem, I'm gonna buy it just right now. And they were like, okay, you can buy it just right now.
Did they think that you will go to USA from Mexico, right?
They didn't say that. I don't know what they thought, but the point is that I explained them that I just traveled the world. I was in Brazil for a long time, so now I want to spend time with my friends here in Mexico. And they were like, okay, but we need to see your directions. So I was like, I don't know exactly when I'm gonna go. So I said that I'm gonna go to Chihuahua. I'll stay there. Like in Cancun, I was supposed.
Chihuahua, is that a dog or what? Like Chihuahua.
Yes, that's right.
That's why they misunderstood you, maybe.
Maybe that was the problem. Maybe, I don't know. I need to go back and ask them actually.
Okay.
But actually, I don't want to. I don't want to. Yeah,
Ask
letter
them,
is better. I don't want to do this again. So, and they were like, okay, you can buy the tickets, and I was like, all right. So, and I think they gave me like 10 minutes to buy it, and then they came to me and they say, all right, let's go with us. I was like, where? No worries, we'll take you to our head border manager. I was like, okay. And we went there, and he said, sorry, ma'am, I need to take time to think what to do with you. Can you just wait there? I was like, where? Just there, this is like the room for deported people, and it's crazy actually because it's super cold. There is no water, no food, and people just wait there for some time. So that was kind of,
But did you do some illegal stuff or what? How? What was the reason to stop you there?
Just because I didn't have the tickets, return ticket. That was mainly the problem. And I said, listen, I can buy it just right now, just like in front of you, just here. And they say, sorry, we can't do anything with that. So
how many days you've been there?
No, I stayed there for 3 hours.
3 hours.
And they organized the tickets for me, the ticket back to Panama, because I was going through Panama.
Wow.
And in Panama, I needed to go, from Panama, I needed to go to Brazil. And I was like, guys, I can't go to Brazil. I exceeded my stay in Brazil, so I can't go. And I was super lucky because on my way back from Mexico to Panama, I met 27 amazing people. They were going from Cancun because they had a corporate event there.
Oh, and an empty space.
No, not an empty space. 27 people in the airplane. They were from one company.
Private jet.
As always.
Wow.
As always.
Sounds interesting. Intriguing.
I'll teach you. No worries. I need somebody.
How to use private jet after deportation.
Yes, exactly. If you've been deported, at least it's a private jet, so it wasn't so bad.
So good.
Yeah, so I stayed in this room in Mexico for 3 hours, and then I went to Panama by airplane, free ticket actually, so it was good. And I couldn't believe, because I really wanted to go to Mexico. I really wanted to stay there, and I really wanted to see my people, my friends, and I was like, guys, I'm coming, see you soon, and everything was just crushed for this. So.
Okay, but I'm happy that you are here.
Oh, thank you.
Finally in Russia.
My mom too. I was like, Mommy, you prayed too well, You prayed too well.
On the border, people who work there told you like welcome to Russia or what?
No, they were
No,
saying
in our border, like our passport control, like what did they say
they
to you?
didn't say any. I don't even remember. It was like 2.5 days after when I was finally in Russia.
You were tired, like
Yeah, I was super
exhausted.
tired, exhausted, and yeah, I was just, I felt like, okay, if God wants me to be here, I'm gonna be here, So, yeah, my mom really prayed really well for me to go back home.
Okay.
So yeah,
Thank you so much for that explanation.
Yeah.
In next video, we're gonna ask you about visa to USA. I don't
Yeah,
know
but I
why.
didn't
You got cancellation?
yes, I did.
Wow.
I did.
Okay, additional question. Like
Yeah.
you said to me that you've been like 2 days in.
Panama. Yes,
Really?
I've been to.
What did you do there?
So from Mexico, I was going to Panama, and they supposed to send me back to Brazil, and I explained them, and people from this airplane, like 27 people, they were with me, and they were like, how come they didn't allow you to go to Mexico? I was like, I don't know, maybe because I'm Russian, maybe because they thought I'm gonna go to USA. I have no idea, because I could buy this return ticket, no problem, but this is life, so it
Yeah.
happens.
It is
So,
what it is.
it is what it is. That's right. And me and this 27 people, we went to the border to Panama, and I explained them like I had a ticket to go to Brazil. I was like, sorry, I can't go to Brazil. Like, first of all, I don't want to. Then the second point is that I don't have the opportunity to stay there longer
Yeah.
because it was exceeded already for 2 weeks. I stayed there longer than I supposed to. Can we cut it off? All right. So, and. In Panama, they were like, okay, where you want to go? I was like, where can I go? Can I just go to your country? Maybe can I stay here? They were like, sorry, you can't stay here. You can only, what did they say? You can go to Russia or you can go to Brazil. So I was like, okay, I'm going to buy the ticket to go to Russia. And yeah, I'm home.
Private jet.
Private jet, of course.
Okay, what about the story that you got like cancellation of US visa and you already added all the evidence that you have a boss on work with? and-
Boss?
Boss.
Balls?
Your boss.
My balls. I've got my balls.
Okay,
Always.
let's do it again. Tell me about your story about you've got cancellation,
Yeah.
right? US visa.
USA
Like,
visa, yeah. I really
what
wanted
was the
to.
story?
Yeah, I really wanted to go to USA. I've got some friends there and I'd love to travel more. But, I think my mistake was to make the invitation because I do have like one of my really good friends there, my ex-boss from Kidzania, Matt, and he wrote me invitation saying like, oh, no worries, I have a house, she can stay with me for some time, no problem. So I came there with this invitation and I think they just didn't like it because they thought maybe I'm gonna, marry Matt or something. I would.
But he worked in Moscow like
Yeah.
around 4 or 5 years
2 years.
officially.
2 years
And right
officially.
now he lives in US.
Yeah.
And he put like all evidence that you going to
Yeah.
on his like support or ADC.
Yeah, like
and
the
they
the proof. Yeah, the proof that I'm
What
not.
was the logic? Why? Like,
I think it's because they do have some troubles with girls traveling to USA, and staying there
but
illegally.
did you want to stay there?
No, I just wanted
No,
to travel.
honestly.
No, I just wanted to travel.
Honestly.
No, I wanted to travel.
Did you say this to the passport control there?
Yeah, even at the
And
court.
how they define it? Like,
I have no idea. I think it's all super individual. So they look at you and they, okay, so she's beautiful, she can stay there.
and a lot of people going from Africa, another poor country, with no education, with
I
no
think-
proofs
Yes.
or evidence,
Yeah.
and they allow them to go. And these people get money from government. Like, what was the logic for the US? I have no idea. I
If
mean-
there should be logic, really? I don't think so.
It's just a destiny you can accept, right?
Alright, yeah.
People
so,
just accept it. Why they disagree, like to do something
I'm
with?
super easy with that.
arguing about it,
When I
like-
travel, I always say, God, take me where you want me to take. That's it, And if something doesn't work, it's
Russian
okay.
God or American God?
International one.
International
Yes.
one, okay. Because it depends.
Do you know Jesus? Have you heard
Oh,
of Jesus? Yes.
yeah, I got you. Because
Yes.
American God wants to go to Russia, like, welcome. always.
All right, so I think the timing when I went to USA Visa Center was not right because Trump just became the president and they didn't know how he's gonna react, if he's gonna allow people to go or not. So I think that timing was just a bit wrong because I did have my visa before, like previously, and it was okay. I didn't.
How many visa in US you had like before?
Just one for 3 years.
Just one, 3 years, okay.
And I stayed there, like I didn't exceed any limits, I didn't break any rules or anything. So I was absolutely sure it's gonna be fine, but it wasn't, but it's okay. It's okay.
I mean, if you did everything correctly, you didn't expect that they will cancel your visa.
You never know. I was not expecting that they will say yes. I was not expecting they will say no. I was just, oh, all right.
I have a question right now. If you want to go and work in embassy, like Russian embassy, will you copy this behavior to American or European people? If they come and ask, give me visa permission to go to Russia, you accidentally say no with completely no logic, right?
Yeah, I know.
Do you want to work on Russian embassy right now to make it happen or not? To show the mirror how it works, like vice versa.
Yeah, I think it's a bit unfair because for USA citizens, it's really easy to get the Russian visa. It's really easy, but
it doesn't work in
vice versa.
return,
I know. But you know, this is life. This is life.
Thank you so much. I'm glad that you are still happy and smile
of course.
always.
Yeah,
that's cool. I'm glad that Russian people unbreakable.
Absolutely unstoppable.
We'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching our video till the end. We really appreciate for your time. Please leave a comment, enjoy that video. Oh, you already enjoyed. Means please thumbs up, subscribe, and see you in the next one.